Hello and welcome back everybody to the channel. In today's review we have the new for 2025 model, a completely new generation actually of a BMW X3 powered by a 2-liter petrol engine. Before we go any further in this review, big thanks to Tomić Co, BMW of Croatia for making this video possible. I will put all their info in the description below. Welcome back everybody. Like I said earlier, in today's review we'll go through all exterior interior details. We'll check the practicality test of a new BMW X3. This particular model is finished in a rather gorgeous fire red exterior color with some M Sport Pro pack and very luxurious details, especially in the interior. More of that a little bit later in the video. If you watch my channel regularly, then you probably all know that I reviewed this BMW X3. That particular model was finished in a dune gray exterior color, and it was powered by a 3-liter petrol engine. It was M50 model. Let's start this exterior walk around with a front end design and details. Completely new design for the headlights, daytime running lights, and of course adaptive LEDs. Being a M Sport Pro model, everything is finished in that gloss black contrasting color. There is a front camera also, and more of that gloss black or piano black details in the lowest part with a front parking sensors, and with some new BMW logos. We can models actually, we can now see this very sporty, some type of U or V shape around the BMW logo. On a passenger side profile, we can see classic compact SUV dimensions proportions. With this particular model we have 20-inch wheels, two-tone in design with some type of gloss black intersections and optional red brake calipers. Being a M Sport model, there is M detail on a side profile, and of course new or actually upgraded design for the side mirrors with a blind spot monitoring system. Everything is around the windows in some type of gloss black details. Like I said earlier, this is a M Sport Pro model, and the B pillars are in gloss black with a privacy glass or tinted rear windows. It is a nice feature, it looks cool, and also it's a great detail, especially in these summer months. Now with this new generation, I think this new design for the door handles with the BMW started, I think, with the new BMW 5 Series, and then we get with the X1 and so on. And of course with the 7 Series it's a little bit upgraded, but of course there is a new design flush with a keyless go system, and the fuel filler cap for your petrol is on a passenger side. Moving here in the back, some type of small rear spoiler. This rear end is finished in a contrasting gloss black on the shark antenna on a roof, rear wiper, and now we can see again that completely new design of a rear end, some type of triangular rear lights, of course in full LED technology. And with the 2025 model year, the new design for the petrol engines, there is no more I lettering. Now you can get only some 20 detail, and of course X3 indicates this is a X3 model. In the center BMW logo, and above the license plate there is a rear camera. Talking about the rear end design in general, on the lowest part there is some type of diffuser with a rear parking sensors, of course finished again in this contrasting black. One very nice detail with the BMWs in general, there is no faker with the exhaust tips. If you remember from my video of a M50 model, you get with that particular model for real and large exhaust tips. Overall, let me know in the comment section what you think about this exterior design of a new BMW X3. What would be your ideal color specification? For me at least, this fire red is very interesting and nice to look at, especially with the large wheels and of course optional M Sport Pro pack. Now we will proceed with the review. This is a compact family-friendly SUV, and it needs to be very practical. We'll check the boot space. The boot capacity is around 570 liters. So a couple of interesting details worth mentioning with the boot. The boot opening itself is pretty high. I'm about 184 centimeters. There is no way I would maybe hit my head on this plastic protective part. You can of course lock it and close it electronically. In addition to that, there is one LED light. The boot itself, the opening is pretty wide, which is always great, and it's most on these most compact SUVs. You have this flat floor. You can also slide some heavier and larger items, additional LED light on a passenger side, and one shopping bag hook with a 12-volt socket. Some extra storage with some nets, and addition light on a driver's side. and again these shopping bag hooks. Now underneath this textile floor you have a little bit of extra storage, you can put some stuff, and one very premium detail is this shelf over here. The overall material and the feel as you pull this, or actually move it away, it's very robust and premium. This is something worth mentioning, and as you can probably tell, you can fold down the rear seats individually. Overall the boot capacity is pretty large for an average family. I think this is something they would definitely appreciate. Now let's go and check the rear seats, but first thing first, let's examine doors and the door opening angle in general. I think the door opening angle is pretty wide. I don't think there will be any issues for me to get in and out. This is the new design for these door handles with the new BMW X3. Everything is finished in some type of dark materials, and here in the center some softer materials with a contrasting light gray stitching. Of course, this is the area where you will put your elbow. Now from a rear seats of this new 2025 model year BMW X3, a couple of interesting details worth mentioning. The practicality, I haven't put this driver seat on my ideal sitting position, but this is my knee room and my foot room. You will see later we have the ambient lighting here now on the floor, and also for my headroom I have no problem at all, even though with this model we have the optional panoramic glass roof. For my head I have 10+ centimeters. Some useful storage or actually features worth mentioning: Harman Kardon premium surround system. Now we can see that little bit of ambient lighting here on the door design and on the footsteps. Some practicality details or features: hooks on the headliner. You can also put some hooks over here behind the driver's seat and also behind the passenger one. There are some useful nets. You can put some maybe tablets, papers, or maybe even bottles or something like that. Speaking about the bottles, you can see of course very large door pockets. Here on this center part, a couple of air vents, screen below that, and the 2 USB-C charging ports. Now from a passenger front seat of this new BMW X3, we need to talk a little bit more about this seating position before we go and check the interior design and materials. You sit slightly higher of course than in the standard, let's say BMW X2 or X1, and a little bit lower than in the X5 or X6, which is of course pretty normal. Now speaking about design, again that Harman Kardon premium surround system, some extra details on a door design with a very interesting ambient lighting that follows here in the center dash and this U shape over here. Materials here on this center, some type of very soft material, contrasting light gray stitching. These two absolutely massive screens, I think these are around 12.3 inch in diameter, this one, and the front the passenger front is a little bit the driver one is a little bit larger, but more of that in a second. You can charge your phone here, of course, 2 USB-C charging ports and M detail in the center, couple of cup holders, and now this center stack with this selector. This is relatively new now with the BMW logo, with the BMW models. I think it's 2 or 3 years old. This is the new gear selector for the 8-speed automatic transmission and start-stop engine. You still have it with the new BMW X3, this rotary dial BMW iDrive system, one of the best systems in the world, and still you get this physical control for the volume knob. Now the center armrest, again finished in some type of soft material with a contrasting light gray stitching, and underneath that there is another storage. Welcome from a driver's seat. In front of me, very sharp in graphics, digital dials, and of course the head-up display and the new center infotainment system, like I said earlier, around 12.3 inch in diameter. Let's quickly check this center infotainment system. The navigation is of course the main part of this screen, but there are some useful shortcuts you can put over here. You will probably put your phone, maybe weather control, car stats, and maybe Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, something like that. But overall, these are your shortcuts. Of course, the navigation, here we are at the BMW dealership. You can see everything works very nice and crisp in design. These are the fan speeds and all the controls for the climate controls. Actually, the features are always here on this lowest part, and these 4 dots indicates these are all your BMW apps. As you can see over here, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There are more apps you can choose. I will not go to all details, of course, just for you so you can see something in some of these in action. This is all your media and so on. I will go back to a home. Now in front of me the new digital dials, similar like the center infotainment system, very sharp graphics, everything is easy to read out. And we will talk now a little bit more about this steering wheel. This is also new for some 2025 model year models. You have minus and plus pedals and some controls on a far right side for the media, voice commands and so on, and the cruise control is on a far left with some type of small center airbag and M detail in the lowest part with a flat bottom. Before I go and check the lights and the turn signals, let me know in the comment section what you think about the interior in general. What is your favorite part and how would you spec your ideal interior for the BMW X3? One detail I forgot to mention are these leather seats, or actually Veganza leather seats. These are very soft, very nice to feel and to sit in, especially because you have this perforation on the center part and you can extend this passenger front and the driver one. One detail also I forgot to mention is that the front seats are fully electronically operated. The hazard lights on, you can see the turn signals, or actually this ambient lighting saying that the turn signals are on. Hazard lights in this occasion, LED lights in the back with LED turn signals, very wide, and of course LEDs on a side mirrors. You will see now the new design for the headlights, of course, with projector lens and some type of fading effect with the turn signals, and of course the iconic glow with this particular model around this grille design. The end of my exterior and interior walk around of a new BMW X3 powered by a 2-liter petrol engine, 190 horsepower in total, similar like the diesel one, and there is also a more powerful petrol variant. Before I go and wrap this video, again big thanks to Tomić Co, BMW of Croatia, for making this video possible. I will put all their info in the description below, and thank you so much for watching this video. Wish you all a very nice day.